Cam, last week we returned from our 3-week break, and I sat down with former RMU Century Media Editor-in-Chief Garrett Roberts, and we gave our places to be. So today, what are you excited for?
I'm excited to give everyone the info, what's going around town, you know? Just basic knowledge.
Well, let's do it one last time. With so many events going on this weekend, let's take a look at what's going on in the Burgh this weekend. Are you a writer? Then check out the Youth Writers Camp. This virtual event is tomorrow from 11 to 12. The Youth Writers Camp curriculum addresses current events, including topics related to social justice, while at the same time keeping August Wilson's literacy legacy as core object of all camp sessions. It will be virtual and can be enjoyed from the comfort of your home during each session time. They'll be allotted for discussion and reading, writing, and sharing. All students to freely express themselves. Make sure to check it out. Are you a bird brain? Then this virtual event is for you. Join the National Aviary's newest live online series. Pick up a paintbrush and create your own masterpiece. Learn how to paint a portrait via Zoom under the direction of local artist Mara DeSimone, Pazak of Mara's Ideas, marasideas.com. Each session features a behind-the-scene look into each animal species to help you inspire your portrait. Don't miss out.
Well, thank you, Colby, about this weekend. Well, let's look at what is happening the next week ahead in Pittsburgh. The Carnegie Library opens up, and I have some more info about that on the way. And we also have the Light in Transmission celebration still going on until May 9th. That is a neon and plasma exhibit of some creative art. Finally, there is a Tiny Talk Living Room edition featuring Mac O'Connor, where you can sit down with O'Connor and hear his process during his artwork.
Cam, we got a bit of a spooky story right now. Well, the body of legendary tormented saxophonist Charlie Yardbird Parker lies unidentified in a New York City morgue. His ghost travels back to the Birdland, the famed New York City Jazz Club named after him, as he struggles to complete his final masterpiece. The great bebop innovator revisits the demons, inspiration, and women's who have both fueled and hindered his creative genius. Join this event on Freeform, expected into the mind, heart, and personal purgatory of the man they called Yardbird.
My Fair Lady is coming to stage at the Benedum Center. This remake of Broadway classic. See if phonetic Henry Higgins can turn flower girl Elizabeth Doolittle into a prim and proper Victorian lady. Visit myfairladypittsburgh.com to purchase your tickets.
Pittsburgh will host the biannual National Senior Games in 2023. Sports Pittsburgh, which is a division of Visit Pittsburgh, along with P3R, made the announcement official at a news conference Wednesday morning at the Heinz History Center. The massive multi-sport event is excited to draw nearly 30,000 visitors to the Western Pennsylvania region and generate $35 million for the local economy. Pittsburgh last hosted in 2005. Cam, we were around 4 years old the last time the games were here in Pittsburgh.
Bro, I hadn't even been to Pittsburgh until I was 18 years old. Well, the Carnegie Library downtown branch is preparing to reopen their doors next week, as the library announced that they will open on April 20th. The library recently went through a blazing $5.3 million makeover. The library will be looking to show off some of their new technology and dedicated spaces for children, teens, and adults. Mandatory temperature screenings must be taken before entering.
Sheetz has been named one of the best places to work in America. Fortune ranked Sheetz 83rd on its list of 2021 list of the 100 best companies to work for. The Altoona-based company says this is the 7th time in 8 years that it's made the cut. To compile the list, Great Place to Work surveyed more than 500,000 employees about company culture and pandemic response. Sheetz employees had 21,000 people and had 620 stores located across Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, and Maryland. Sheetz says it currently has nearly 2,000 open positions.
Colby, I'm more of a Wawa man myself. I love their quesadillas. Well, if you're a little impatient and would like to see the new Carnegie Library, now here's your chance. Tomorrow, Carnegie Library will be hosting a walkthrough tour of their renovated facilities. Unfortunately, participants will not be able to use any of the computers or check out or return any books. You can pick a time slot that suits you and attend the tour at no cost. Tickets are limited, so don't miss out.
Join this virtual event at the terminal for a nice Saturday morning yoga flow. For the class, we've partnered up with Deer Fear Coffee AT, which is right across the street from the terminal. With your ticket, you'll get an hour yoga class plus a 10% off drink at Defer. Show your ticket at Defer to get your discount. Discount valid only tomorrow. The yoga class will be located in one of the passageways at the terminal. Please follow the signage. Parking, 200 spots, parking lot near the rear of the building. Class will follow socially distanced guidance. Masks must be worn during the class. All sales are final.
This Sunday, you can be a part of the Pittsburgh Brunch Society, hosted at Strange Roots Millville Tap Room. This will be the group's 5th year anniversary. With the purchase of a ticket, you will receive a brunch item, coffee, and a free beer. Non-alcoholic options are available for all you younglings.
Ed Parrish Jr. and painter Jack Taylor explore labor and craft in volume forms, honoring the tools, products, byproducts, and cares created by working hands. The artist reception will be offered as a dedicated time slots for intimate viewing and personal interactions with the artist. Masks are required and capacities limited due to the maximum number of 10 guests per slot. The gallery is open during normal hours throughout the course of the exhibit, May 30th, but please, if desired, contact the gallery to schedule another convenient time for a personal viewing.
Well, when we come back, Colby here will be sitting down with the new editor-in-chief of RMU Century Media, Melanie Holst. Stay tuned here at RMU Focus.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Whatcha? Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? Well, now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How is it? Is it good?
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes now. Could spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going through changes, through all of the strangeness. I'm going through changes now.
Welcome back to RMU Focus. Colby is sitting down with Melanie Holst, the new editor-in-chief of RMU Century Media. Colby, take it away.
Thank you, Cam, and thank you, Melanie, for joining me.
Thank you, Colby.
So my first question is, what was your role before editor-in-chief?
I started at RMU Century Media as a photographer on our staff, and then I moved into the chief photographer role until I founded and started the business team, where I became the director of business operations.
So can you tell me a little bit about the business team?
Of course. So the whole team was founded in order to manage the advertising and finances of RMU Century Media. I started by hiring a staff full of people. I managed 4 different sections within the business team, and we sold ads on our site, managed our finances, etc.
Now let's talk about editor-in-chief a little bit. What are you excited for most next semester?
I'm excited to bring in some new people and ramp up content for our website and our social media platforms.
So you're talking about bringing in new people. Is there a way that like freshmen or anybody can learn about Century Media?
Of course. So each year, RMU Century Media hosts a Century Media retreat where we kind of show everyone how the TV studio, the radio station, and our newsroom works. I'm in the process right now of starting to plan that for the fall, and freshmen and returning students are all welcome to join us.
So speaking about the retreat, what is your favorite memory you have of the Century Media Retreat?
I think my favorite memory is taking photos. For the last couple of years, I have ran around the AMC taking photos while everyone's working on a TV show or working on a podcast on our radio station.
So what do you hope to accomplish next year? What are some goals you have as editor-in-chief?
One of my main goals is to ramp up our content. We're doing that this weekend with all the events that are happening here on campus. I hope to continue that momentum throughout the fall and spring semesters next year.
So for the Greek week, which is the coverage that you're doing, that you're ramping up, what are you excited for about that one?
I'm excited that we're adding multimedia packages to each of our articles. That's another goal for next year, is to have more multimedia coverage.
Can you go a little more in depth about the multimedia coverage, like for next year and beyond? What are your plans with that?
Well, I'm a little biased coming from the multimedia section, and that's where I originally started here at Century with. So I want to ramp up photo galleries on our website, video packages that can go on the TV shows, as well as with articles on our website.
So you were talking about founding the business team a little bit earlier. Can you go into depth about your experience in business?
Yeah, so I am actually a marketing major here at RMU. I'm working on a BSBA degree with certificates in sales and entrepreneurship, as well as I'm in the accelerated MBA program where I'm working on a certificate in project management.
So what are you hoping to get a job when you're out of college? What would be your ideal pick as a job?
My dream job right now is to work in digital marketing. I'm fascinated on how you can add in components of photography, video to social media platforms in order to better market a business. And I'm actually looking to start my own business doing that.
So last year, Garrett was more of a journalism, he was more journalism driven as the editor-in-chief. You're more business, or marketing too. How would you differ, and what are you going to bring to the table as editor-in-chief with that background?
I think how I'm going to differ is I am training in all the management courses I've taken up to this point, all the leadership qualities I've picked up throughout other organizations I'm a part of. I'm hoping to take that and implement it here at RMU Century Media.
So other than RMU Century Media, what else are you involved in on campus?
In terms of business organizations, I'm a part of the AMA, Women in Business. I was just inducted into Alpha Mu Alpha, which is the Honor Society for Marketing Majors here on campus. Yeah.
So for next year, what do you think will be your biggest challenge as editor-in-chief?
That's a good question. I think probably one of my biggest challenges will be just making sure everything stays consistent for an entire year. I want to make sure articles go out on a consistent basis, as well as adding those multimedia packages as I was talking about earlier.
So what are you going to miss about your old role with the business team as you leave that for editor-in-chief?
Well, truth be told, it's going to be the people. I hired them. I've gotten to know them, a lot in the last year. I'm going to miss them. This is going to be the people.
Well, Melanie, thank you for joining me, and I'm very excited to work with you next semester.
Thank you, and I'm excited to work with you as well, Colby.
All right, let's send it back to Cam.
Well, thank you, Colby and Melanie. I think one of Melanie's toughest challenges are going to be keeping up with me and Colby's shenanigans in the newsroom. Well, for all the content about all things local news or on campus, check out rmucenturymedia.com. Well, when we come back, Colby will be back here with me to talk about sports.
Heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
How prepared is your family if a hurricane shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a blizzard? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
you'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes.
Make a plan today.
Welcome back to RMU Focus. Let's get right into sports. Ex-Pitt football star and current LA Ram Aaron Donald will be facing a lawsuit soon. Images provided by attorney Todd Hollis showed a man with a very swollen eye and cut on the right side of his face. This was the result after DeVincent Spriggs had an altercation at a Southside club around 3 to 4 a.m. with Aaron Donald. But I just received word that Aaron Donald was just trying to break up the fight.
And sticking with former Pitt players in the NFL, former Steelers and Pitt running back James Conner has signed with the Arizona Cardinals. Looks like I need a new Steelers jersey if anybody wants a James Conner jersey. A third-round pick in 2017, Conner took over their starting running back duties in 2019 for the Steelers after Le'Veon Bell sat out a year over a contract dispute to get less money with the Jets, but let's not talk about that. In his first year as a starter, he made the Pro Bowl. Injuries, though, derailed his time in Pittsburgh as he could not stay on the field. Though for me, thank you, James, for the memories at Pitt and the Steelers. Cam, this year has been, the Pirates were looking to end this nightmare of a pandemic. Some of the Pittsburgh Pirates players and coaches and staffs have been vaccinated against COVID-19. According to a spokesperson for the team, the Pirates did not specify which team members got their vaccine and had received it, but the Pirates had won several major league teams to participate in the voluntary vaccination event. The Pirates say they wanted to raise awareness for others to get their vaccine as well. PNC Park has hosted several vaccine clinics over the months.
While many people, including the Pirates, are getting the vaccine, the Pittsburgh Penguins are also a part of that list. A majority of Penguins players and coaching staffs received a dose of the vaccine at a clinic held at PPG Paints Arena. The team had partnered with UPMC and looked to, quote, end the pandemic, end quote, and encourage others to follow their steps. The dose must have got to them. That's why they lost to the Flyers again last night. Ain't that right, Colby?
No, at least the Penguins are in the playoff run. That's
losing record.
The Pittsburgh Penguins Foundations and 84 Lumber have collaborated for their Hug a Hero program. The program provides local military children with dolls customized with a picture of the child's military parent. They hope to bring joy, happiness, and comfort to the child that misses their parent that is deployed. A total of 500 randomly selected kids will be chosen to receive their own doll. They hope to bring joy, happiness, and comfort to that children that miss their parent that is deployed.
Let's turn it over to some Robert Morris athletic news, and we start off with some great news as 6 Colonials were named to the National Football Foundation Hampshire Honor Society. Offensive lineman Trevor Hicks, Eric McAllister, Dylan Young, defensive lineman Alex Avakian, Ezra Tupulo, and Nick Bisegula. Congrats to all these gentlemen.
The RMU men's lacrosse team celebrated its senior class Saturday with a victory at the Joe Walton Stadium, earning a 15-7 win over Cleveland State, and in the process welcoming an all-time leading point scorer in the program, earning their second consecutive triumph. The Colonials improved to 5-5 on the year in 2021. Ryan Smith broke the record with a behind-the-back goal. I was at this game covering it for Colonial Sports Network, but I missed the goal because I was writing my story. Anyways, congrats, Ryan. Ryan Smith will be in action tomorrow as the team heads to Bucknell. The Colonials are looking to go over 500 for the first time in 2021. RMU heads to this one after they beat Cleveland State, like I just said, last week. Bucknell is 2-4 in the year, and they're looking to get back in the win column. They've had a long season. Cam, do you think RMU has a shot to make the tournament, though they're not in a conference?
I wouldn't say this year they have a chance, but next year when they get into their new conference and get the automatic bid, I could see them in the NCAA tournament. Well, over to the softball field, the Colonials are on the road to take on IUPUI. The Colonials are currently 4th in the Horizon League standings with a record of 19-9 and look to move up with a 4-game sweep over the current 7-12 Jaguars. The Colonials return home and have a doubleheader against Youngstown next weekend. Can't get enough Colonial sports? Well, check out CSN, where you can keep up to date with all things going on Colonial sports. Writers such as Colby, Ethan, and even myself sometimes will give you all you need to know about RMU athletics. All this can be found at colonialsportsnetwork.com.
When we come back, we're going to tell you what's going on this weekend here at RMU.
Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother
I am totally a hat person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Stand is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Welcome back to RMU Focus. Now that it's the weekend, let's see what's going on here on campus. Come and join the Black Student Union for roller skating at the Neville Island Roller Dome. The event is today from 7:30 to 10 p.m. Don't miss out on this event. Next on Sunday, the Best of RMU is happening. Join this as they crown the 2021 Greek Week champions. See members of RMU's fraternities and sororities compete in the chariot race. The final Greek Week event immediately followed by the world premiere of each chapter's lib-dub video. The Instagram is RMU Greek Life. And 3 p.m. the Renaissance Award ceremony. Members of class of 2021 who completed all categories of the student engagement transcripts will receive their prestigious Category G Della Roma Residence Award. Instagram RMU Involved. Finally, Care for the Kids is going on Sunday. It is from 7 p.m. to 8. Join the Making Capes to donate to kids living in shelters. It is hosted by Gamma Sigma Sigma.
Well, next week in RMU, Earth Day is next Thursday, and Thrive is hosting an Earth Day celebration to talk about how the environment affects mental health. They will have chalk, lawn games, and other fun events from 12 to 2. Help put a new trail connecting the communities of Swickley, Aleppo, and Glen Osborne, just 5 minutes from the Swickley Bridge on Wednesday, April 21st from 4 to 6. Now, next week, we have a lot of Greek life events, including Phi Delta Theta, 4 days to strike out ALS tabling, Tau Sigma Game Night, Tau Sigma Game Night, Phi Sigma Kappa Raffle event, Gamma Sigma Sigma stress ball making, and the Zeta Tau Alpha Penguins Raffle.
We're partnering with Colonial Leadership Academy to do a trail cleanup mixer event for the RMU campus trails. They'll be picking up garbage along the trails, cleaning debris that was blocking pathways, and general cleanup. They'll be outside enjoying nature and making their own trails, looking for trying to make it look beautiful. Please RSVP via Google Calendar sent. The email is sia@rmu.edu to receive the information. Mask and socially distance are required. Snacks and bottled water will be provided.
Well, knit and sit. Finally getting your stress. Well, Res Life is hosting a fun way to relieve your stress with knit and sip. You can pick up supplies in Nicholson. Excuse me. Today from 1 to 3. Then on Saturday you can learn how to knit from lessons by a professional knitting instructor. You will knit a square, and squares will be used to make blankets that will be donated to Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh. Excuse me.
Last week, RMU Student Life sent an email out to all students. There are vaccine options for students if they would like to get the vaccine. The email said, quote, "We're writing to make you aware of some current and upcoming vaccination clinics in the Pittsburgh area that are open to the public. We encourage anyone who wishes to obtain a vaccine to take advantage of these opportunities. One of these clinics is taking place today and tomorrow in Monroeville, and we have learned that many have open slots. It is our understanding that many of you are willing to just walk in. Please use QR codes below for more information and to search availability and to register," end quote.
Well, Colby, the faculty-led education abroad program will bring students together on April 21st at 1 p.m. to talk about Irish culture, as this is one of the most favorite studying abroad destinations. Sign up on Revolution if this interests you.
RMU has a new drug take-back program on how you can send your used medications 2 ways, Monday through Friday, April 19th through the 23rd from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Each day there will be a table set up in the Nicholson Hall near the entrance to the cafeteria with a drop box that you can utilize. Just inside the front door of the police department, there is a drop box where you can deposit the used medications. This is an opportunity for you to clean out your medication cabinet. There will be no questions asked, and you will have the satisfaction of knowing that your home, apartment, or dorm is a safer place. A solid dosage pharmaceutical products and liquids in consumers' containers may be turned in. Liquid products such as cough syrup should remain sealed in their original containers.
The Office of Res Life and Women's Leadership and Mentorship Program are partnering up to collect clothes for women in need in the Pittsburgh area. There will be 3 boxes set up where you can drop off new or lightly used clothes. First will be in the Res Life office, second will be at the Women's Leadership and Mentorship office in Franklin Center, and the final box will be at the student mailroom.
Join to watch The Double Dad, an original Netflix movie from Brazil. While the film is originally in Portuguese, you can control your own language settings to have the audio in English, subtitles in English, or both. While her mom is away, a teen sneaks out of the hippie column where she lives and embarks on a life-changing adventure to discover who her father is. Click to read more about the movie on IMDb. Requirements: access to the Netflix account, Google Chrome web browser Netflix Party extension for Chrome. To add to your browser Netflix Party account has approved for this event. Global Village via sent out email.
Well, my what to watch this weekend will be Jake Paul versus Ben Askren fight. Jake Paul, YouTuber turned boxer, will take on former Olympian wrestler and UFC fighter Ben Askren. This UFC versus boxer matchup is a UFC versus boxer matchup, and I think it will be a great fight. I'd personally like to see Ben Askren pick up Jake Paul and slam him, but it's boxing, so we'll see how it goes.
I mean, I would be okay with that. Jake Paul is an interesting person.
Not a fan of him personally.
Well, it is the final show, Cameron, so I want to take this time to thank our producer, Ethan Morrison. It's been a really fun semester APing with you. I just really enjoyed this.
Yeah, it's been nice hearing him yell in my ear and kind of making me chuckle at some moments of the show.
But another thank you is for Nick Hedrick, the TV GM. He's made this transition for both of us, not just being freshmen, but to be on camera a lot easier. Thank you, Nick. You really mean a lot to both of us.
Yeah, that's Nick has been so much to me and Colby, and just want to say thank you, Nick.
Well, for everyone upstairs, Ethan Morrison and Nick, down here on the floor, Ali Jovetic, our floor director, Cameron Macariola, I'm Colby Shuren. We will see you next semester.